Hi, I'm Juliana Fabio from Align Pilates Studio in Santa Barbara, California. I'm here with Brianna, and she is an intermediate student, and she's here with us today to do the set of 5. How are you feeling today?
Great.
Good. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with a single leg stretch. Have you take your right leg to your chest, and I'm just going to have you lengthen out that left leg long onto the floor. Good. Coming up into the chest lift, lengthen the arms across the floor. Take your left hand and put it on your right knee. Take your right arm and put it on your left ankle. Now float the leg off the floor, and let's switch and take the hand to the, yes, there you go. Right hand to the top, and then bring this one down just a little bit more. And when you energize out that foot, I want you to think of pulling back with the abdominals to keep your pelvis right where it is. And let's pick up the pace a little bit. Let's switch and add the breath. We'll play around with the breath a little bit here. So we're gonna breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. In, and out. Out, good. Coming up into that chest lift, deepen those abdominals, lengthen out that leg. Heels are on a track. So the heels stay on their individual track. They don't cross the center line. Good, and one more on each side. That looks nice. And then come all the way down and rest for a moment, Brianna. How you doing?
Great.
Great. Next, we're gonna do the double leg stretch, double bent leg stretch. Come up into the chest lift. Take your hands to your shins. And from the beginning to the end of the exercise, you're going to keep your head right where it is, all the way down to your tailbone. We're only going to move our arms and legs and work on keeping those abdominals right in that space. Breathing in, lengthen out the arms overhead and the legs out long. And breathing out, come together, scooping in. Breathing in again, lengthen, and out together. Continue with that. Bring the legs up just a little higher, Brianna. Good. And come on, a little bit higher. That's it, nice. That readjusted that pelvis, so now it's not moving. I'm gonna move out of your way. This looks beautiful. And bringing it in, Good. And in. Legs a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Gorgeous. One more. Nice, and then come on in and lie all the way down. We're gonna do single straight leg. Take your right leg, bring it towards the ceiling. Let your arms come down by your side. Bring your left leg out long onto the mat. Come up into the chest lift, sliding your arms across the floor, and bring your hands behind your thigh. Pull that leg in just a little bit. Think of energy out towards the floor through the tailbone, or through the sit bones actually, and then think of lengthening through the heel on this side. Good. And then let's switch legs. Stay there for a moment and feel that stretch. Energy out the heel and out the bottom. And now hover the leg off the floor, that's long, and now we're gonna switch and pick up the pace a little bit. So we're gonna actually play with the breath. We're gonna breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. Good. Nice. Keeping this stable. Slow it down just a little, don't go as low. Engage those abs, really dig deep into those abdominals. Nice. Lengthen through that leg, lengthen those legs a little longer through those legs. And one more on each side. Nice, Brianna, and then rest down for a moment. Okay, now we're gonna do the double straight leg stretch. I'm gonna have you take your legs towards the ceiling, arms down by your side for just a moment here. Then bring your hands behind your head. Interlace those hands, really let your head sit in your hands so that you feel like your head and neck are protected. Elbows are gonna come a little bit forward, and that's gonna help turn on that anterior line. Coming up into the chest lift. Again, from the top of the head to the tailbone is not going to move. We're gonna gaze down at our thighs. Breathing in, lengthen the legs out long, and then breathing out, bring them back. Keeping the pelvis still, so you're only gonna lower as far as you can without moving the pelvis. Beautiful. And we're also not gonna have that loaf of bread pop up in the center here, right? We're gonna keep it smooth across the abs. Pull away from my hand. You're gonna pull away from my hand. Good. Externally rotate just a little bit at the hips. Nice. And 2 more like that. Breathing in, come up into the chest lift. Really let the head sit in the hands. 1 more. Gorgeous. And then bring the knees down and rest all the way back down. So now we're gonna do our last exercise, the crisscross. Keep the right knee in towards you. Bring the left leg out long. Coming up into the chest lift. Rotate towards me from the ribs, but keeping that opposite hip down. Then switch And stay there for a moment. Look, gaze back a little bit at that back elbow, coming up a little higher. And now let's pick up the pace. We're going to breathe out, breathe in across the center, and breathe out the other direction. Good. Lengthen that leg out. And again, those heels are on a track, so they're not going to cross that center line. Nice breath. Really let that head sit in those hands. You're moving from the abdominals, rotating. Think of energy from the armpit to the opposite thigh. Beautiful. One more on each side, looking really good. And come on in and rest all the way down. All right, how you doing?
Great.
Good. Thank you very much.